Hi, it's Stuart here. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that's talked about a lot, and I think it's a really important topic to understand, and that's whether in your business have you really got a cash flow problem, or is it something else deeper than cash flow but it looks like a cash flow problem. If we take a typical example, you get a brief from a client, you start work on day one, and let's just say that project lasts for 30 days, and after 30 days you bill the client and then you wait another 30 days to get paid. So from actually taking instruction to do the work to getting paid, it's taking you 60 days. That is called your working capital cycle. Within that 60-day period, you've probably had to pay your team who've done the work, do lots of wages, you've had to pay for freelancers, you'll have had to pay other suppliers, maybe some media spend involved or something like that. You'll have had to pay lots of other things in that 60 days between starting work and actually getting paid for it. That creates a problem with cash, in that you're shelling cash out before you're actually getting cash into the business. That does genuinely create a cash flow problem. So what we typically see when we're looking into agency finances who say they've got a cash flow problem is that we see very little cash in the bank, but we'll see something like a large receivables list, so money that's waiting to come in, or we'll see a lot of work in progress. So we've got a big work in progress number, or we've got a big receivables ledger, or we might have both. And if we see those, we know that we probably have got a cash flow problem. However, very often what we see is that work is complete, there's little or no work in progress, receivables ledgers aren't particularly big, and we're missing payments to HMRC, we're not paying the VAT and the PAYE on time, we haven't got any money to pay the corporation tax, and we might even have a list of suppliers that we haven't been able to pay. What they're really showing symptoms of is you think it's a cash flow problem because you haven't got the cash to meet these requirements, but really what's happening is your business isn't making enough money. You've got a profitability issue, not a cash flow issue. It's just presented as a cash flow issue. So the first thing we then need to look at is what's going on in the P&L. Have we got the right number of people working in the business? Are we not billing enough for the amount of people we've got? Have we got something very expensive going on in the overheads? Is it the owners of the business who are taking too much money out for the size of the business that exists? All those sorts of things affect the overall profitability and the amount of cash that's left in the business to meet the other debts. So in summary, if you've got no cash, but you've got a big receivables ledger, or you've got a big work in progress, then you probably have got a cash flow problem. However, if you haven't got a big receivables ledger, you haven't got a big work in progress, you're not paying HMRC, you're not paying some suppliers, and you're perhaps in arrears with both, then we need to dig into what's going on into the profitability of the agency, because the truth is that's really where the problem lies, and unless we fix that problem, going for funding and getting a loan or any other form of finance, it's just going to put a giant sticking plaster over it, but it isn't actually going to solve the problem. So if you think you've got a problem, give us a shout and we'll sit down together and we'll go through it and we'll work out what the real problem is and we'll work out how to solve it for you. Speak soon.